This conference will now be recorded.
Hi everyone, good morning. So in the previous class, we have seen how to use Helm charts and all. So today, so that is not a practical session. So now let's start the practical session of how to use Helm charts, how to install it. Let us say you are installing Helm on one machine and Tiller in the sense I already told you, right? Tiller in the sense the package which will be running on the Kubernetes node. Okay, where your Kubernetes master will be running. Okay, so in this experiment, let me show you. So I am trying to restore my missions. Okay. Swarupa, Amma call. Okay. So I'm starting these two missions, where one is Kubernetes master and one is slave. Okay. So this is my Kubernetes setup. I will take one node as a tiller as a Helm. Okay, just I will install Helm. So let's see how to do it. Here I will install tiller. Okay, everything is fine. So I'll take this particular node. This is something like best basic OS. Okay. So now you understood. So in this node, the mission which I started right now, I will install Helm on this. Okay. So whereas in Kubernetes master node in the sense here, I will install tiller. Okay. So let's see what are the steps we need to install. So your tiller will not be running as an actual main package, it will be running as a container. Okay, in the Kubernetes. Helm is direct package. It's a binary package. Okay, so let me connect from outside. 56.20. Okay, you can see here I don't have any Helm installed on this particular machine. Okay, and I don't have any tiller as running as a container or a pod in this particular Kubernetes. If you want to get pods, so here you can see there is no name running within, what do we say, tiller. Okay, so all these nodes, pods and everything are related to something else, like they are running in kube system with code DNS, etcd, kube proxy, kube scheduler, kube funnel controller, API server. In the default namespace, these are the pods which we have created. Okay, so now, so let's start the installation. So where is this? Yeah. So test server, wherever you see this test server, in the sense where I'm installing Helm client. Okay, I don't know whether it is able to connect to internet or not. Let us see. If it fails, then obviously. Connect. There's some issue. Okay, so it got fixed. So it is able to connect to internet. So let us execute this command. So it's done. Now what I need to do, I need to give execute permission. So chmod plus x. Now get. So it will install whatever the package, whichever the latest version of Helm client, it will install automatically. You can see here. So it is installing 2.11 version. So it is done. Now you can see the Helm installation is done right now. You can see here. Helm install. Okay. Sorry guys, 2 minutes. So we can see here the Helm package got installed. So now what we need to do is, like, we need to install tiller. So the tiller need to be installed using Helm command itself. Okay, so I will tell you like what is a command. So Helm init give hyphen help. Okay, so here while installing, you need to tell which node is your Kubernetes master. right? So for that, how we'll identify that? Using kubeconfig. Okay, so where you will be finding where you will find your kubeconfig file on the Kubernetes master, it is kube. Under that I have a config file. Okay, so this is my config file. Okay, so this I need to copy this thing till here. I will also create one directory. Okay, because here you can see this is the URL where it will try to contact. Okay, so no need to worry from our end. So the command is kubeconfig init kube config. Okay, and give the location. Enter. So happy helping. So at last you can see here. So it is telling you that you can enjoy with the Helm chats and all. Okay. So meanwhile, you can see here there will be a pod running in the kube master. So you can see here there is a pod which is getting created. Okay, so once it is created, then only you can give the actual commands and all. You can see here. So your Kubernetes is running on a different nodes, and your Helm is running on a different node instead of running on the same node. Okay, so that's the reason I have shown in the two different missions. Let it be created. Once it is done, so now we can see it is running state. Okay, so successfully done. So now what will you do? So Helm. So what happened when you it will create one directory .helm directory. You can see here. So all the repositories, chats, and everything will be stored in this particular location. Okay, so that is secondary. So let's see. Let's say I want to install MySQL. I want to see the MySQL related chats. You can see here. So these are the charts which are already created. Just you need to download and use it. So this chart will install MySQL with version called 5.7.14. Okay, this is MariaDB. Okay, whichever you want you can download. So first you need to install it. So in order to install, what we need to do, Helm install. Let's say I want to install MariaDB. So then take this. So you are getting no available release name found. Okay, for this there is one small fix. It's not here. Could not find in ready tiller port. Oh, I like that. It's already ready. See. So this is how. So when I told Helm install, so automatically it started installing. So first it created pod, after that secret, config map, service, and stateful set. So everything automatically got created, and this is how you need to use your pod. Okay, so this is how they are trying to tell. If you want to know the password of this particular database in order to log in, you can execute this command. You can see here they have given a command for you in order to see the password. Sorry, I need to execute here. Sorry. See, this is my password. Till here, this is my password. This is my database password. Okay, and this is my username. And see, how will you connect? This is the name through which you need to connect. Okay, let me show you. See, pod class catfish MariaDB slave. Okay, so automatically everything got installed. So no need to do from our end. So you can see here, run the pod that you can use as a client. Okay, so if you want to run something as a client, so you can just install it. Okay, so that is how we can do it. See, if you want to log in, password, username, password, everything is like common. If you want to upgrade it now, let's say I want to change the password or something, I want to do it. So just give Helm upgrade this particular thing and you can replace your password. Okay, let's say now the password should be different. See, now the password got changed. I gave test123, so now it is replaced with test123. So this is how the password you can change it at any time. So this is so comfortable, right? So now it is not required to concentrate on writing the Helm charts, say YAML files and all. So automatically it has been created, it has been written. Okay, just you need to concentrate on changing the values. Okay, so here I will show you one more thing. See, these all are related to MariaDB. One is pod, services, and stateful set. Okay, so these are created. One is used as a master and one is used as a slave also. Pod is still under creation process. Okay, so this is how we need to use your Helm charts in order to create deploy something or something else. Like let us say if you want to install MySQL, if you want to deploy some other application, just we need to create a charts and just we need to install it. Okay, so The only point we need to remember is like wherever you install Helm, ensure that this Helm is able to communicate to your Kubernetes master. Okay, so once Kubernetes master has created a pod tiller, so then only you will be able to communicate. Okay, so get pods. Okay, so once this tiller pod is running, so then only you will be able to communicate from Helm to this particular Kubernetes cluster. Okay, without this we cannot do it. So from here itself, now it is not required to log into the Kubernetes master. So now directly from here itself, you can run all the installation process and everything. Okay, so this is how now people have started using this particular Helm charts. Okay, so in future this will be the major role. Okay, so where you need to understand Helm charts and all. It is just simple. It is not too tough. Okay, this is how we use. Now, I hope this is clear, right? Any questions in this? So,
Hi, Sudham, Suresh.
yeah.
Could you please give me any other example or simple example like?
Um, let's say, see here. Let's say I will try to use usage. Search. I don't know. Apache Web Server is having a Hadoop Jenkins. Yeah, you have Jenkins here. Okay, so if you want to install Jenkins, okay, so now we used to write Helm charts. Like we used to write YAML files, and then we used to do the Jenkins installation. Now it is not required, so it's already has a Helm chart written. Okay, just you need to use it and just deploy. So for that, what we need to do, Helm install. First, I searched in a repository whether they are available or not. So it is available. It is named as stable/Jenkins. Okay, okay. Then you just need to install it. Helm install and stable slash name you have to mention. Okay. So once the installation is done, you can see here how many resources it has created. First, it created your config map. Okay. After that, it has created a persistent volume claim. After that, service has been created. So deployment is also created, and there is a pod running in the background process, and secrets have been created. So once this all things are done, so here you can see the note, right? Okay. So this note will tell you how to use this particular Jenkins. Okay, so if you want to get a password and all, okay, if you want to log into the pod, okay, so here you can see here service IP you can get from here. Let us see. As you all know, like Jenkins will be running on 8080 port number, so this obviously this will be the URL. Okay, but here we need to find the service IP. So then you can go to the browser and access it. This will not be accessible. Yeah, obviously this IP will not be accessible. So internally I need to access. But anyways, so here it will show you what it has done, and here it will tell you what need to be done. Like now need to be done is like how to access your pod, okay, how to see the passwords, okay, how to log into the URL. So everything it will detail explain. So it will explain you in detail saying that, so these are the things we need to follow, okay. Like what will be the URL to log into your dashboard of the Jenkins, what should be your password. In order to log into the dashboard, we need to give one particular password, okay, because it is a dummy password. Once you have created your own user, so then it is not required to give that particular password. So if you know Jenkins, then you will be able to understand. Apart from this, like, I think these are the experiments which I can show you. Jenkins installation and real time, like which is a Jenkins we use most for CI/CD, okay, continuous integration and continuous deployment. And then I've shown you like what is a MariaDB installation. Everything will be the same. Like just we need to use that particular charts, and just we need to run the run the commands like Helm install, okay, Helm upgrade, okay, if you want to modify something. So everything will be within the charts itself, okay. So now it is not required to go and create a resource. If you have a charts, then directly we can install it, okay. So that is how this experiment tells you. So the only tool which is pending is like the monitoring tool, that is like Prometheus monitoring tool, which we need to see. Tomorrow we will look into that particular Prometheus monitoring tool. Okay, for that I will tell you what are the things we need to follow, how it is designed, and then how we need to monitor your pod related information, containers related information, how many resources you are creating. Everything will be monitored, okay. So that particular monitoring things will be displayed in a dashboard, okay, that is called as Prometheus dashboard, okay. That Prometheus dashboard, tomorrow we can see like how it is, how it need to be installed, because everybody started using only for Kubernetes, they started using this Prometheus, okay, instead of Nagios and all, okay. um, that is the only thing pending. Yeah. Thank you guys. So tomorrow we'll see like how this Prometheus dashboard need to be installed and how it need to be configured. Okay, in order to monitor whatever the nodes you want. Let us say in Kubernetes cluster I have 5 nodes. All the 5 nodes you need to first integrate to the Prometheus dashboard, and then in that you need to specify which components need to be monitored or not, like pods, containers, and then config map secrets and all. So these things need to be monitored, right? So you need to mention it. Okay, so tomorrow we can see how to install.